So today is a very very bad day because I'm I've no idea what's happening with my software. So I can't even find my live stream, which is weird. Um, Let me check. Live? No. Is it even live? I don't even know. Yeah, I see myself live there. Okay, so my previous attempt failed. Something happened with my software, streaming software, and everything went to haywire. So I'm not surprised. I will not be surprised if nobody comes because everybody would think that I just cancelled my stream. But I needed to do this because I already made everything, and this is a second part of the animation stream. So this is the animation that I have done. Mm, so yeah, I hope my voice is, yeah, my voice is fine. So if you watch this stream later on, just drop a like. Just I'll just appreciate it. For I'm just having a bad day with my stream. I don't know what to say. Um, of course, probably nobody will watch this one because I really effed up with my original stream. So I probably will not say much about the process of whatever I'm going to show. If anybody comes to the chat, probably I'll talk. If not, that's fine. So, yeah. So, last I did was the tail animation, and this here will be the hair animation, a bit of shadow animation, like animating the shadows, and starting of coloring. So why I um, did why I thought maybe I could do the streaming later on, but this is a huge process. Like it took me 70 hours, so like it's long. And I did not record everything, but I did record a lot of things. So I decided to just get with it. And that's why this one is a bit faster, because there were lots of recordings that I made while animating. One of the reason one of the reason is what was I saying? Yeah, because since this is my first mermaid animation, or first any proper animation, of course I made a lot of mistake along the way. Oh, this is a bit fast because the entire video is a bit fast. And generally I make some disclaimer on my stream. Unfortunately, my original stream got destroyed, so this is a new stream. I will make all the disclaimer after the streams. So yeah. Oh, sorry, the chat is on. So yeah, it's proper. The speed is proper. The original video I showed at the beginning, that would be the speed. This is just I'm showing the drawing. And yeah, the thing is that I made one of the main mistakes, I would say, I made was not having an outline. Like I initially I had a smaller canvas, so I changed from that, and then I resized the figure, and the outline became a bit pixelated. So I decided, okay, let's not have outline. It was a huge mistake. What I should have done was that I redraw the figure and the animation. I know it was 24 frame animation, and it was kind of like a lot of work, but still, I think the baggage that comes after when you don't do the initial work is huge. It's especially for animation. It's since I'm used to drawing and I'm used to do all the makeup, like if there's a mistake in my painting, I can make up it later on, but in animation I cannot do that. I mean, in animation, you have to do it for each frame basically. So it was a huge. Obviously, if I think about it in vacuum, I was like, okay, why did you do that? Like, why did you think that you will be able to cover up mistakes for all the frames? Yeah, like I did not think that it would be that much work, but it was a lot of work. So that's that. And one of the disclaimer is, yes, as today it happened, my tablet is extremely weak, so it cannot take real time streaming. So I have to like record everything and then stream it. Unfortunately, even then my tablet cannot take it. Like it's getting old and fragile. So today I kind of lost my original stream that I scheduled, and completely, you know how do you call it, like it was a complete arranged schedule, and I wrote everything down and described everything, but yeah, didn't work. Anyways, so anyone who's just dropping by, you can just drop a like, just so that my stream gets a bit boost, maybe, because yeah, I kind of ruined it today, so I'm having a bad day. uh, Another thing, in case of the hair animation, what can I say? Uh, I had 24 frames because of the tail animation, but um, I didn't want to animate the hair like for 24 frames, so I generally did the movement for 12 frames. So she had like a natural position, normal position. From there the hair just dropped in front, and then below, above, like fluffed. So that is 12 plus 12, 24 frames. 12 frames to come down, 12 frames to go up, and again coming down. Actually, it's the cycle, so that I can make it a loop. So I think when you make a loop animation, is different from when you make generic animation, because for loop animation you need to think of the cyclical movement cyclical movement. Oh, I'm so bummed today. It's just why it happened to me. Like, this app is sometimes this app just makes it all so bad. So I'm gonna turn off the sound as well, because like, why should I keep on talking? It's kind of annoying, probably. I can describe a bit of what's happening. Like, I'm just slowly drawing each frame, and it was a lot of work. Yeah, frame by frame animation is a lot of work, also a lot of fun, as well as if you're not making stupid mistakes like I did. Like, if you're just going for an outline and then fill it with the base color, then shadows or whatever, like different color effect and all that, then it's fine. But I made few grave mistakes. So yeah, Oh, that's interesting. My description is here like automatic. Hold on. Yeah, I have all the description here. Oh, that's nice, impressive. They automatically pulled the description that I made. That's nice. I was so bummed that nothing is here, like no description, nothing. Okay, so yeah, nice. I sound like I am an 80-year-old lady because, yeah, I am still learning all the techs, and especially based, especially for streams and all, because seriously, I still don't understand how streaming works. I generally do like, I schedule a stream and then later on I just attach my streaming app to the stream, schedule stream, so it works. But this is the first time probably I'm doing a spontaneous stream because my original stream kind of got lost. So the face I drew separately, which was kind of like, I was like, oh, by the time I was drawing the face, I was like, it's not important, so I didn't record it. And yeah, that's the story behind the face. And in case you're wondering why you're doing a animation like animation on Mermaid, and I'm like, I kind of like mermaids, especially the animation underwater is a bit different. When you do try to do animation above water, it's just, I was like, initially I was stumped. I was like, I wanted to do the mermaid animation, but how am I going to animate her hair or her tail? Even though first thing I did was the tail animation, rough, and of course there's some mistake in tail animation. I'm not going to say which one. You have to find it, but very tiny mistake, but still nonetheless I think it's a mistake. And if I actually had the outline rather than completely removing everything, probably I would have, when I actually noticed and thought like I need to change, I probably would have changed. But since my entire method was bogus, I didn't do that. And as for her hair, I would say if you want to do an underwater animation, is better to um, animate the hair as a entire object itself rather than trying to animate parts of hair. You can do that, like you can animate parts of hair for depending on what type of hair you are animating. For example, in case of anime, mm, yeah, in case of anime, they have like bangs in front and then there's some parts at the back, so you can animate the bangs and the side bangs or whatever they are called separately, and the hair at the back separately. Or if you have hair like this, which can be seen as an entity in itself, you can animate the entire thing as one object rather than animating each bang or each portion of the hair. And I think for this type of animation is better to animate like that. I mean, for me at least, because I'm not giving her separate parts of hair, like separate bangs and separate stuff. For beginner, I think is best to do that. um, After like someone is a bit matured in animating hair, especially animating hair underwater, then I think is great to animate other stuff. I did animate a bangy hair. How do you call it? Like hair with lots of bangs and parts before, and I actually have that video on my channel. If you want to check, you can go check that video out. That's a cool animation, and that's like the hair is moving in airflow, like the hair is I just don't feel good today because of all the issue I had. Anyways, so yeah, that was hair in air animation, if you can say that. But this one is hair underwater animation. So yeah, yep, it would be a bit different. That's why I just decided to go the lazy way and move the hair like a single entity. And this extra fin, yeah, I was thinking of adding more fin, but um, a lot of work, seriously, because if you want to add a independently moving fin and other parts of the body, then the animation would be completely different from the tail. So that's I decided to just add one fin. I don't know if it looks good or bad or whatever. Initially I thought maybe I would add some more fins on the side, but yeah, I think for animation you just need the tail fin, to be honest. That's it. Like I mean, you can make how do you call it? Extravagant uh, design. That's how it go? I don't know. I'm just too depressed to talk because of all this stuff that happened. This app is so bad. Like, it's just, I don't know if it's the streaming app or my tablet is getting old. It's just ruining everything. But oh well, what can I do? Another thing, if you are new in my channel, just go visit my other videos. I think I will start posting more videos, and stream is fun, but probably I'll make some videos as well. I'm already have and some animation video, already have art videos. Go check them out, and if you can just drop a like to my stream so that I get few engagements, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So another thing is timing, which I learned from this. Timing is very important. Like, you cannot generally make things all you know in same distance, the frame timing in same distance. You need to have a bit of change when you want to create a bit of how do you call it, a bit of this variety. For that you need like, for example, the tail fin is moving on a different speed, and those side fins moving in a different speed. So that is important timing, which I learned that is very difficult if you just wing it, which I did. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I shouldn't have winged it. So what I did, I labeled each frame. I labeled each frame for the tail. I labeled each frame for the hair. Of course, like, there will be different kind of labeling, but they're all in one layer, probably separate layer. And I labeled, like, for the numbering that you see near the tail, that those are labeling for the tail. And here I didn't do much numbering with the hair, because hair was like one, two, three, four. Four, fourth frame would be the peak frame, and then again come back. Again, one, two, three, four. Fourth frame will be the peak frame. Again, come back. So I didn't do that much numbering, but still there are numbering for the hairs as well. So, oh, it's fully charged. So yeah, numbering is very important. If I didn't do that, I would have been completely lost. I wouldn't know what I'm doing, especially when you're animating other stuff along with the previous things that you want to match with. So that was definitely helpful. And one thing I've noticed that on EBS Paint I didn't update, so I don't know if they changed anything, but they don't have numbering system um, on their frame, so that is a bit difficult to keep um, a track of. So I did my own numbering. In case you are wondering why the side fins are darker and rest of the body is grayer and lighter, that's because I animated those fins separately on a different layer, and rest of the animation was on different layer or but multiple layers, but I reduced the opacity of those rest of the animation, the body, the hair, and everything. I'm not sure if it was needed, but yeah, I mean, it didn't look that, I mean, after I finished it, it wasn't that bad. Even the hair, it doesn't look um, that bad. Another thing, I made a mistake. I wanted to make the tail fin kind of semi-transparent, but then I realized I didn't draw the tail end. So if I made them semi-transparent, they would go to nowhere. Like, you would think like her tail suddenly ends. Like, where did her tail go? So that's why I'm didn't make her dolphin semi-transparent. Otherwise I actually thought of it, but then I realized what a mistake I've made. Okay, let me check if I need to do something here, like on my no. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say, because seriously, I'm really down today. I'm just not feeling like saying anything. So okay, so I did do the jellyfish animation separately, which again, if I had to record it, it would be like another hour. So it was just a basic jellyfish animation. Besides, I do have a jellyfish animation and jellyfish animation. My goodness. I have one on my channel as a tutorial. So I was like, okay, so this is just like a very simple animation. So I didn't bother. And also again, I numbered it a lot, a lot. As for the background, this is the background I drew in the smaller canvas. So I brought it here in the larger canvas and drew over and added extra more stuff, changed a bit this and that because now the screen is like 16 by 9 ratio. So previous one was like 3 by 4 or something like that, so it's a bit different. So I have to do, I mean, when you move a smaller amount of information to a larger screen, you have to draw more stuff. So I decided to draw more stuff, and I really don't know why I thought of drawing this skull. Like, I was thinking, this would look different, so that's what I did. And that was my poor attempt at drawing a skull. But yeah, I mean, I did not focus much on the back side of the skull because I knew that he was going to wear a hat, a pirate hat or cap, or how do you call it, pirate hat, whatever. So I was like, yeah, if I'm going to put something on him or her, I don't know whose skull it was, but yeah, if I'm going to put something on it, then yeah, I mean, it's not a problem how bad I draw the skull. But yeah, this is just, I mean, this entire experience was for me, how should I put it, my brain is not working today, so of course I'll be saying how should I put it a lot of time because my brain just so yeah, this entire thing was an experience, I would say, kind of. And I actually want to try out more stuff, more uh, not complicated, but yeah, different kind of stuff, that animations that are um, mainly that's the thing I love doing. I love painting nature and environment and stuff rather than characters, so probably my focus will be animating environment than characters. But I understand the demand or interest on animating characters, so not sure, yeah. So yeah, this is the background. I just this is another this is not a lazy thing, this is a very common thing. uh, I decided to draw the background on a different layer and only the static part, and just kept it for one layer. Like I did not add it in rest of the layer because I thought maybe I paint entire thing at the background, the paint entire background, and then I'll copy paste in other layers. The static part, of course, not the animated part. So that was fun. Like that was drawing the background was kind of fun, though I did struggle a bit. Like how am I going to add light in the house? Like it's an underwater house, so what kind of magic light there will be? Should I add some bioluminescent animals? Or I mean the jellyfish is bioluminescent, but I mean, I kind of made it bioluminescent. I'm not saying that it should have been because it's not that deep water. Obviously, there are lights there. So, yeah, I was just like brain brainstorming, like, should I add some glowing rocks hanging from the ceiling? Which does not look good. So, yeah. But I ended up adding that shell. What do you call it? Shell? No, clam, oyster, glowing oyster. It's a bit weird that people coming in and immediately leaving the stream. It's just okay. I guess I am fine by myself. It happened because of the dumb app completely messing it up. I'm just I hate it. So I thought I'll add a pet, cute pet, because it's cool. This is a Dumbo octopus, or whatever they call it. Adorabilis or Dumbo octopus, but a Dumbo octopus supposed to is tentacles are kind of webbed, like attached to each other. I thought of drawing that, but it didn't look good. Like if you're first of all, those octopi, anyways, they live in much deeper water. So I was not aiming to create much deeper water. One of the main reason was I actually painted the background through the window, the sea floor that can be seen through the window. um, I actually added colorful corals. So deep sea corals are kind of not colorful. Second was colorful fishes. Deep sea fishes are more bioluminescent or kind of transparent than colorful. There are colors, but not as much, you know. So um, even though I think adorabilis they look really cute, but yeah, I was having trouble with the webbed tentacles kind of thing. Like it does not look that good. Also, how am I supposed to animate that? I wasn't like, okay, I don't want to burden myself, this is just an animation exercise. So I just went with common octopus tentacles. However, I kept that adorabilis ears, or those flying thing. I don't know what they are called. They're not ears, I suppose. Like they're, what are they? They're something. I just kept that because it looked cute. So it's kind of a. Of course, I'm drawing a mermaid, so any kind of fictional creature will do. Like I was just trying to be realistic, but then I thought, why am I trying to be realistic while I'm drawing a mermaid? Like seriously. So, and the animation that I did, extremely basic animation, just a little bit of contraction and oh my god. Sorry for all the background noises. It's just a very noisy neighborhood. So I can't do anything. It's just there. The noise will be there, and people will continue to be, you know, inconsiderate, because they just love making noise. So yeah, it's just a very small animation here that I did with Dumbo. I would call, for the timing, I'm calling it Dumbo because it is a Dumbo octopus. Or Adorabilis is a big name, so I'm just going to call it Dumbo. So yeah. One good thing about this kind of animation is that once you make the first few, oh my god, the noise is too much today. Anyways, so once you make the first few frames up to the peak movement, then you have to go back like 1 2 3. The fourth movement is the final movement, then 3 2 1. So like 1 2 3 4, 3 2 1. Obviously you don't make the one, it ends at 3 if you want to loop, so that after 2 it goes back to the first frame, so it's 6 frame. Same goes for 12 frame animation. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7th. Seventh will be the final movement frame, and then you're coming back for the loop, of course. 6 5 4 3 2, 12 frame. The 13th frame will be the first frame, so you don't have to go back to the first, make another frame for the first frame, so it will go back to the first frame and it will be a constant loop. Another thing I tried in this one, which I don't know if I should have, like back then also I didn't think about it, it was the shadow. Because when you're animating a character and you want to add shadow, uh, in a frame by frame animation, that is, like, you can add shadow with After Effects or other, I don't know, other softwares and all that, but if you are trying to do frame by frame, then you have to animate the shadows as well, and that was not easy. Like, you have, not only you have to, the shadows follow the movement of the body, but also they might have a bit of their own movement, especially when, um, in this case, like when I was doing just the outline of the shadow, it was fine, it was cool, like it looked completely fine. But the moment I started coloring it, and I was like, oh no, it does not look that good. So yeah, for inexperienced people like me, I think, um, it's best to draw the shadow first, like, and for the animation sake, and then you color the shadow first so that you can see all the problems that the shadows have, and then you can adjust accordingly, and then add base color to the animation, base color to the body or whatever, the animated part. Another thing I initially did, but then while changing from smaller canvas to bigger canvas, I completely effed up. which nobody should, is that if you're animating a character, only one portion of that character's body is getting animated and other parts are just simply not stagnant, but it's not that much animating. For example, in the case of the mermaid, her hair and the tail, these two parts are animated, and the eyes, but rest, her upper body, her hands, and the way she is lying down, those, her torso, those are still not animating. So I think it's best to separate non-animating part from the animating portion, part of the body. That would be easier, and then you just can draw and color the non-animated part just for one frame and then copy paste for rest of the frame. I did that for entire upper body, and then just later on animated the eyes. Like eye animating a blink was like 3 frame animation. You keep her eyes open for all the frames and just 3 frames in proper interval. Give the full eye closing animation. That's it, and opening. That's it. So eye animation wasn't a big issue, but and that's why I just started off with considering her face also stagnant, and yeah, now I'm just adding the shadow. Another thing is, yeah, with the shadow, what I should have done, again separating the static body from the the non-moving body from the moving body. So that was another mistake that if I'm going to animate next something, I'll remember. So shadow is something I'll do at the very beginning of the animation. Just after animating the main body, I'll do the shadow part of the animation. Then after that it's all kind of smooth sailing, because supposed to be for except me, because I just made a lot of mistake, but generally it's smooth sailing because then you just have to base color the character. Oh, another thing, yeah, what I did, I added shades on the color. It's just not flat color. If you look at her um, skin or hair or tail, the thing is with skin is fine because the still the upper part is body is still, but with hair and tail, they're moving. So if I add some sort of gradient or shades, they need to move. So while animating, I had to animate those colors as well. So it was like, yeah, I took a huge challenge there, which I was not ready for. That's why it came out like that. So one thing a lot of animators do, instead of adding gradients or shadows and all other, they just add flat colors to the animation and then use some sort of universal lighting to create light and shadow, which is much easier. But when you are animating frame by frame, yeah, like this basic, like this is a very basic app. If it's meant for frame by frame animation, it's extremely basic. You don't have any such facilities. Like you have to take it out and edit elsewhere, somewhere else for shadows and lighting and all that. And my aim was to create an animation entirely on this app. So that's why I had to animate the shadows, the colors, the lights. The light, not as much, but yeah, the colors definitely. Another thing I animated was the uh, reflection, water reflection in the final animation, and that was really hard. I had to like, I couldn't, first of all, I couldn't find any reference online, as in, nobody taught online how to do that. So, what I did, I was looking at water like for hours. I was just staring at water for hours just to, um, understand the animation, how to do it. Anyways, so yeah, my another mistake was using this rough brush. Even if it was used, I don't think it would have been problem if I kept the border, the outline, but since I didn't, it kind of became a bit pain, uh, because it has a very rugged edge and it did not look good when you are filling up colors and shadows and all that. So whatever. So this is how I'm going to fill up all the shadows, like in a separate layer. You just have to create a closed drawing so that I can use the bucket tool. Otherwise you have to use your brush and color individual shadows separately for 24 frames, and I wasn't going to do that. So however, I have to admit that in certain places I had to use my brush because the bucket tool couldn't reach there. It was just so small, so such a corner, like a such small space. The bucket tool was like, nope, I can't do that. So yeah, this was a mistake because initially I was thinking of giving her orange-ish hair, but I don't know why I thought that initially, because I was like, this. The thing was, I was too much thinking about contrast, because I made my mind up to give her tail blue color. So I was like, maybe I should make her hair something warm, and I was like, yeah, orange is fine. And then no, I mean, it's just I'll just make her hair green, and it makes sense, kind of like, oh, she can have a good camouflage with blue tail, green hair, blah blah blah. So yeah, I decided to give her blue hair. Sorry, green hair. The thing is, here it looks green on my tablet, but on my phone, her green hair looks kind of blue. What? It's just so weird. What? Why the color look different? I don't know. I'm too tired to even think about it. Aisha. Well, I wanted to cut this part out because this is a pretty boring part, but I decided to keep it because a lot of people would understand that there are parts in creative process that are boring, that are repetitive. Now, a lot of time there are softwares that can reduce that burden. So I was just since I'm a beginner, it doesn't matter to use high tech software. Also, I don't, I can't afford them. So that's a thing. Um, but I thought like, okay, so people should see this part. However, it didn't have to be this much difficult. I just made it difficult for my sake. Like I'm horrible at making easy stuff. No, it's just yeah, I made a lot of mistakes and this is a part of it, so that's why it's this difficult parts are here, like this boring repetitive parts are here. Generally, if you have a bucket tool and your proper outline, you're good to go. Like it's not that difficult, it's not that time consuming. But yeah, so I'm yeah, this is I know a lot of people would think like, oh, all this time she's talking about mistakes. Yeah, this is the entire project was I wouldn't say the entire project was mistake, but entire project was for learning from the mistakes I made. So I hope I learned good enough so that I can make the next one better. I don't know, I have no idea. So yeah, today's stream I think is almost done. Not yet. I'm just yet to add some colors in here and there. Oh, I had a horrible stream today. The entire day was bad, so yeah. I don't think anyone who will watch my stream later on will stay this long, but still, if you're at this time point, then um, I'd welcome you and I'll tell you just come to my streams maybe. And yeah, also I often post some polls so you can vote on them and let me know what you like or dislike, like what should be the things that because it's then I can actually curate my work that way or make videos that way. Let's see. All right, almost done, almost done. I think my stream is the kind of like is the only stream in entire YouTube that doesn't get views. I don't know. Like I've never seen anybody's stream goes this bad. So yeah, it's almost done. I hope my next stream will be a bit better. What can I say? Hmm. So much background noise, and I will try to make my next stream on Sunday because on weekdays it's super noisy. It's so bad. And if you guys like my stream, probably not. But if you liked it, just drop a like. It will just encourage me to make more videos and streams. That's all. If I see more people liking my videos and my streams, I'll make more such videos and stuff. So, yeah, drop a like. And oh my god, the noise is deafening. Ah. Anyways, so yeah, I think next animation I learned a lot of stuff from this one. I made a lot of mistakes, so I hope I won't make it again. The next one, finger crossed. So yeah. So this is the part two of the animation because it's a huge amount of there's a huge amount of records and animation that I couldn't make it all in one sitting. So the next one I'll be adding more colors, shadows, background colors, whatever. Like I'll do it, man. I'll just share the next part, and nobody is going to share this level of detailed animation videos. Like we are learning together, you and me, whoever you are. So if you have watched till now, then thanks for watching, and I'm gonna leave. So yeah, this was not the stream I was hoping for, but whatever, it happened. See ya, guys. Oh, the animation. Let me show the final animation, wherever there are. So this is the final animation that supposed to become like that. I'm going to I mean, when I'll finish, this is going to be the final animation. So yeah, see ya, bye.